What's going on, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael back at it with another video talking, of course, the Chicago Bears. So, if you are reading the title and you're saying, Michael, this has nothing to do with the Chicago Bears, this has something to do with the New York Giants. Well, what the players that they were scouting have something to do with the Bears because both Caleb and Rome are on the Chicago Bears. But if any of y'all want to tune in for more Hard Knocks, which the Bears will be on Hard Knocks on August 6th, and I will probably be live streaming the first few episodes, a watch along with y'all. So if you want to tune into that, please hit the bell notification, leave a like for this for more, and hit the subscribe button for more of these videos. So the Giants were scouting players, scouting quarterbacks, and basically going through it one by one. So we'll get to the first one where they were questioning Caleb, and they didn't do this with only Caleb. They did this with Drake May and Jaden Daniels. They basically just had a whiteboard and they had quarterbacks draw up a play. So they did it with Caleb, and I have the article right here, and then we'll get to the Roman Doomsday one. So. All right, so Caleb Williams made a appearance on Hard Knocks with the Giants. So during the second episode, which aired Tuesday, Bears rookie quarterback made a brief cameo where met with the Giants at the NFL Scouting Combine. And in the interview, head coach Brian Dable posed an interesting question to Williams. If you can run one passing play repeatedly in a game, what would it be? And Williams proceeded to draw on it the whiteboard. So here's the full video.
You have one play that you can run, pass play, and you have to run that play anytime you want to run a pass in a game. So if there's 70 plays in a game and there's 45 passes, you have to run this one play every time. You got it in your head? You know the play you want?
Yeah, let's do it.
Draw it up.
So I'm going empty. We have this guy right here. It's a fade, stick, 10-yard stop. I go cover two.
Yep.
He can keep his skin inside of him. He can't come across the field.
So at number 3, was that hard for you relative to the range of a safety instead of being at number 2, running that inside fade?
No.
You were able to get it up and down and beat that safety?
Yeah.
Do you ever throw any back shoulders on those?
Yeah.
When I had Favre, we used to run this play a bunch.
Half the time, 4 versus 11.
He would see, even if it was zone, he would feel that defender.
Yeah.
If he could rifle it in on that inside seam, he would just, if he stopped, he'd fucking drill it to him.
Dropping back, Favre throws a dart to the middle of the field, and it is caught.
There is a 40 time.
All right. So basically they just disclose his knowledge on a whiteboard about how he develops plays. So they testify his knowledge, and also they had a interview with one of the guys, if I can go find it. They basically talked if I can't find it, they basically checked Caleb Williams off of many reports saying that he checks all the clears of what the Giants were looking for as a quarterback. Basically, they talked about how Caleb didn't want to talk to the media. The strong start of Caleb, because Caleb was 6-0 by the start of last year and then proceeded to be on a massive losing streak. They talked about him not wanting to talk to the media after a loss. And they basically talked about how he's a good leader, etc. And now to the main event. The Giants were interested. They were impressive by taking Roma Doomsday. If you do not know, Roma Doomsday was on the board when the Giants took Malik Neighbors, which I in hindsight, that was a smart move. That I wouldn't say that was smart. That was more likely a logical pick on them. But the New York Giants chose LSU receiver Malik Neighbors over Washington Roma Doomsday, and they were impressed with Roma Doomsday's combine. After much consideration, the New York Giants decided not to pick a quarterback in the first round, even though they I don't know why they tested the quarterbacks if they weren't going to take it. They had wanted were gone after New England Patriots made their selection and J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix, and Michael Penix failed to move the needle over Jones to warrant the phone call on draft night. Instead, New York selected LSU Malik Neighbors, much like the class quarterbacks. It wasn't a clear-cut decision. So when asked about a Doomsday's best traits, he boasted early in his career, he played inside more often and was frequently asked to block. A Doomsday claims that he can check the box on the outside. The film production speaks for itself. Shortly after, he was flatly asked, "Why should we draft you?" That being the New York Giants. I think, other than all my skills on the field, I'm a guy who is going to come into your locker room and bring the juice energy of Doomsday. I adhere to a high standard and bring everyone along with me as a leader and as someone who people can look to as an example of someone who is going to do things right and how to carry yourself in ways that inspire others. So all I have to say is this, and there has been some questionable character issues by Malik Neighbors. I did hear by RJ, if you all don't know who RJ is, his name is RJ Sports Facts. He was talking about Malik Neighbors going to the strip club and making it rain, and also him looking like a depressed puppy when the Giants took him. And before that, he said that he didn't want to play for the Giants. You know, he didn't understand why the Giants would need him because they needed a quarterback. And Rome is talking about how good Caleb Williams is, about how the city of Chicago is good and he wants to break records. They chose a guy that has questionable character issues over a guy that wants to prove himself already and is a sleeper. So the New York Giants may look at this, and I'm not saying that they should have taken a quarterback because Malik Neighbors was the logical pick, but they may go because let's say Caleb Williams and Rome develop better, or any of these quarterbacks for whatever, they're going to be looking back at this draft for a pretty long time and be like, well, maybe we should have got Michael Penix. Maybe we should have gotten J.J. McCarthy. Maybe we should have gotten Bo Nix. At the end of the day, they took a risk. And what if Roma Doomsday does work out? They're going to look back, and Malik Neighbors turns out to be terrible. They're going to say, well, damn, we chose a guy that has character issues. The Bears really got a steal in this draft, which I said this before. It was a dream come true that Roma Doomsday fell to 9 to the Bears. I thought a Doomsday was going to get taken by the Atlanta Falcons before the Falcons took Michael Penix, which a lot of us were not expecting. So like I said, they made a brief cameo on the Giants Hard Knocks. So that's basically my thoughts of the Giants giving their scouting review on Bears quarterback Caleb Williams and Bears wide receiver Roma Doomsday. So let me know in the comment section down below what are your thoughts and opinions about how they tested Caleb and they tested Roman. You think that they should have taken a chance. Well, not on Caleb, but on Roman Doomsday, which I believe if you go look at one of my videos, I believe the Giants were in talks with the Bears of trading if the Bears were going to trade a number 1 overall pick. So that's my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching.